Shalom Akim, coming back again to prophesy the downfall of America, to let the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians know that you are the Hebrew Israelites of the Bible. All right. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahawashi. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth. Call Halayim, Yahweh wa Yahawashi, Woha, Rakah Kodash, Barakatham, Akim. All right, as always, I want to go into the scriptures, and basically I'm going to speak about when you come into the serve of the Lord, you're going to be tempted and tested and tried through the fire, persecution, false accusations, threats, so forth and so on. When you come and take on the garment of Yahawashi, you're going to be labeled a terrorist. You're going to be labeled as a prey to these predators, these wolves that are out here, man. These demonic people, so forth and so on, man. And the flesh, your own flesh, is going to try to fight against you too as well. All right. I'm going to go ahead and line up one other scripture that just came to my mind. Is before I forget. All right. So I'm going to start off with Sirach chapter 2 verse 1. My son, if thou come to serve Yahweh, prepare thy soul for temptation. Okay. So you got to prepare yourself, man. You got to mentally prepare yourself when you come into this thing. All right. When you come into this thing that we call the truth, which is the Bible is the truth. The word of Yahawashi is the truth. Yahawashi is the truth. All right. So when you come into this thing, you got to prepare yourself. You got to be mentally ready and look at all aspects of what is to come with this truth. There's a price, you see. All right, because there's going to be a manifold of temptations that are going to come upon us brothers, man. You know, to the very end. You know, you might be put into a strong delusion at the very end before Yahawashi says, "Come up hither," and that's going to be between up to your faith, man, to deliver you out of that. It's just like what right when I was saying that, brought to mind was in that movie Suicide Squad. Whenever you know, the Suicide Squad went up to go fight against that demon, all right, that witch, at the very end of the movie, and when she was out there, when the demon was out there, you know, putting her enchantments out into the earth, they were behind the pillars, behind the walls, watching her, but she had spotted them out. And she sent them a strong delusion to Will Smith, Harley Quinn, and the Latino. All right, and every single one of them, those three, in their mind was being played out a lie. All right, a delusion, and they were buying into it to where it was gonna basically hypnotize them, possess them, and turn their what their heart was set to do was going to turn them around to flee and walk away. All right. So the Latino broke out of that, man, and he saw that it was a lie, and he fought against that delusion until he broke out of it and told Will Smith and that chick Harley Quinn to get out of that delusion. It's a lie. She's trying to trick us. You see. So you got to fight against those things, man. All right. Because the strong delusion is upon these people out here, man, that have no idea what's really going on in the spirit. They're still continuing as things are gonna get better, you know, setting goals and not preparing themselves spiritually, man. And that's what we do over here in Great Millstone. You know, a true man of the Lord is gonna prepare himself. You know, this is in the book of Matthew. 24 and 42. Watch therefore, for ye know not what hour your Lord doth come. But know this, that if a good man of the house had known in what watch the thief would come, he would have watched and would not have suffered his house to be broken up. You see? So you're going to be on your watch, man. You're going to be spiritually awoke, you know, mentally, you know. You're going to be exercising godliness, because that's what's going to deliver you at the end of the day, not the flesh. All right? No matter how many push-ups or jumping jacks or squats or burpees you can do, they ain't gonna deliver you, man. Or if you know some type of martial art, they ain't gonna deliver you. It's your faith, and ultimately Yahawashi with you. Okay. So it says, therefore be also ready, For in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. That's right. So you got to be ready, man. You got to be ready in the hour that you think not, when the Son of Man comes. Because when the Son of Man comes, which is Yahawashi, there's going to be evil, a mass amount of evil on the earth along with that, man. And it's going to be out here in the world, man. You think it's strong right now, just wait until when these demons are let loose completely, and they're out here, they're just taking over the people, man. You know, when that green light is released, and there's no bars held, man. There's everything is free to do and whatever it will. You know, we think what we see right now is what it is, but no, it's going to become greater than that. But ultimately, what I'm talking about is for the Aki and the brothers that are in this truth, how you're going to be tested and tried, man, and you're going to be you got to be prepared mentally, right? That's why it says in the book of Timothy's, no, Ephesians, Salakia. All right. This is Ephesians. Well, I'll bring this scripture back out later, but there's a point in here. It says Ephesians chapter 6, verse and verse Ephesians 6 and 15. And your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. So you got to be prepared, man. You got to have it prepped. You got to be seasoned in the mind. You have to have faith. You have to be rooted and grounded in Yahawashi in order to withstand the wiles of the devil, to withstand the temptations, man, the trickery, all right, and so forth and so on, man, the temptations, all right. You know what? Let me look up what the word temptation, all right. I'm not gonna go into the blue letter. I'm gonna just look it up on the freedictionary.com and just bring out the definition. You know, I can go in there, no problem, but I just want to check it out right here and what it says. All right. It says temptation, the act of tempting or the condition of being tempted. Something tempting or enticing. You see? So these things that are going to come out into the earth, they're going to be enticing, man. You're going to have itching ears. Right now, that's happening right now with the guys that are falling out of the truth. You know, they have itching ears and they're being pulled to a whole different spirit, man. They're gravitating to a whole different spirit. They're wandering away from the light. You see? They're not remaining in the mercy and grace of Yahawashi, man, because for whatever reason Yahawashi saw them not fit, so they veered off to a whole different dimension, so to speak, you know, with different demons and spirits, you know. So they're gonna entice you and tempt you, man. The act of tempting or the state of being tempted, a person or thing that tempts. So you're gonna be tested and tried, man. You're gonna be tested. The act of tempting, enticement or allurement. All right. See, something that seduces or has the quality to seduce. And that's what a devil does, a demon. You know, these doctrines that are out here, they do the same thing. People's words, they entice you. You know. And it's a word that's synonymous to the word temptation is influence, a cognitive factor that tends to have an effect. That have an effect on what you do. Her wishes had a great influence on his thinking. So the word temptation is a synonymous to the word influence. So a lot of people are here being influenced and gravitating to the different spirit than Yahawashi, speaking to the Negro Latinos and Native American Indians, man. All right, the heathens are going to gravitate to whatever they desire, man, because they're not destined to receive this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. The other nations, the God with young. All right. So that's what a temptation is, man. It's to be tempted, to try, tested, enticed, and influenced. All right, and you can't be easily influenced in the society, man. You got to be rooted and grounded and fortified in that mind, man. People say, oh, you don't have an open mind. You know, when you come into this truth, you're supposed to seal your mind up. That's what part of that sealing is, man. When Yahawashi, when it says in the book of Revelations, chapter 7, where it talks about the 144,000 had to be sealed up in the mind, and it's talking about their mind had to be closed, man, with this truth, and nothing else is going to be able to get in or get out. It's going to remain shut, but they're going to have the spirit, the treasure, the riches of the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and no man can tempt them, or so forth and so on. That's what it says in Matthew right here, Matthew 24, and 23. That then if any man shall say unto you, Lo, here is Yahawashi Hamashiach, or there, believe it not. For there shall arise false Christs, or Messiahs, and false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. You see, if it were possible, they to deceive the very elect, but they're not going to be able to achieve that. Why? Because they are sealed in by the Spirit of Yahawashi, man. They were bought by the blood of Yahawashi, man. Nothing can take them take them away from Yahawashi. All right. So you got to prepare your mind to be tempted, and don't find it amusing or strange that it concerns you, man, because it happens to all of us, all the Akim out here that are on the highways and the byways doing this truth, or even before you get into the truth, you're gonna be tested, you're gonna be tried, man. The demons are gonna hit you up, you know, these demonic spirits. All right, this is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. Right? Don't find it strange. Don't find it weird. And why is this happening to me and not to somebody else? Oh man, everything is going to happen in its own time. Some brothers are going through some different things at different times than you are, you know. But at the end, we're all going to go through it somewhere down the line, man. You know, because we're of the same body. So the body is going to experience it all. Just like when I go through a situation, it's not just my spirit that feels, it's even my body. You know, that's why they say stress affects the body, you know. It affects the mind, your spirit, and it shows forth through your skin, man, your face. You know, it's like wisdom. You know, the scriptures say wisdom maketh a man's face to shine. You know, that's because of that peace and joy that is contained in these scriptures, man. You know, but continue to read here in Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 2. Verse 2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. That's right. So because you see that you're going through some type of hardship, don't try to flee away from it. Just let it take its course and continue to hold fast, man. Just you know, put your feet down, stand bold, stand strong, stand firm, and don't be tossed to and fro like a goddamn weak ass little leaf, man. Be the tree. Don't be a leaf. You know, be a root, man. You know, don't be a leaf where you're gonna be blown off, man. Because we know what happens to the leaves; they wither and die. You know, we want to be the actual tree, man. You know, there's another scripture that goes into that. Let me go ahead and see. Just bear with me, man. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying, you just gotta continue to fight, man. Like don't find it a surprise or surprising to you whenever you're tried, man. You know, whenever you're going through hard things and stuff like that. The Lord told you to count the cost when you come into this thing, man. And each brother that teaches somebody should be telling you, hey, have you count the cost? Do you have a sufficient to pay or to build? You know, do you have what it takes? You know. Ultimately, it's up to Yahawashi to give you the endurance, you know, and stuff like that. But you have to also really consider it, because there's a price to pay when this knowledge is revealed unto you, man. It becomes more dangerous, you know, especially when you don't complete your vow. You know, you make a vow unto Yahawashi by taking His truth and saying you're going to go out and teach his people. So he expects of that. And when you stop doing that, you take your hand off the plow. You're not worthy to go into the kingdom, man, which means that you're going to be destroyed. Okay? Right, Khan, right here. I found it. Salakia, brothers. This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 20. Observe the opportunity and beware of evil. You see? So we got to observe the opportunity, meaning we have to be circumspect, right? Circle means circumspect, the eye. So we have to watch all around, man. All right? Observe the opportunity and beware of evil, because that's what this place is, man. We also got to watch ourselves, you know, so forth and so on. It says, and be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. Right? Don't be ashamed when it concerns you, you know, because we all fall. The scriptures say, a righteous man falleth 7 times and riseth up again, man. All right, and the wicked fall into mischief. You know, so don't be ashamed when it concerns thy soul, because that's a learning process, man. As long as you get up and you continue to move forward and you learn from that, but you may not learn from it because you're gonna keep messing up in that same area until the Lord is ready for you to finally see, hey, that's what it is, and you're gonna get it right, Lord willing, you know. But don't be ashamed when it concerneth thy soul, man. All right, for there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory and grace, and that shame which is glory and grace is being afflicted and persecuted and tried for the ministry of Yahawashi, man, because that's what's gonna give you eternal life. All right, because you have to be tried, you have to go through certain things in order to inherit the kingdom, man. You know, right? Because if you don't go through nothing, why do you think you're gonna, you know, what makes you think you're gonna receive it? What did you do to receive that blessing? You know, this is the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. You see, so you have to go through these things, because that's what's gonna grant you that blessing, man. We're not greater than the master, man. We're not greater than Yahawashi, so we're gonna go through it. We're gonna have to go through those the same things as Yahawashi went through. Some brothers less than others, or you know, or other brothers more than other brothers, you know. But it's part of going through that fiery trial, going through that straight gate, man. That word straight means a difficulty, you know. To go through difficulty, to go through difficult times and things of that nature, man. You know. So don't find it strange when it concerns thy soul. Don't be ashamed when it concerns thy soul, man. You know, you got to do the work. You got to keep pushing forward to receive the kingdom of Yahweh and it's going to be through much tribulation. And tribulation is to be afflicted, man. To be you know, casted out. Your name's going to be casted out for evil. You're going to be hated amongst all men, you know. This is Isaiah chapter 59, verse 15. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment. Right, so he that departed from evil maketh himself a prey. You see, so when you start actually trying to do right in the eyes of Yahawashi, you're gonna see evil immediately starting to attack, man. You're gonna start recognizing even your own self is gonna attack you, man. You know, because when you were in darkness, you weren't really paying attention. You weren't really giving a fuck. You were just out there doing whatever you felt like was good to you. But now that you're trying to live according to the spirit of Yahawashi, that's where the test is going to begin, man. That's where she's going to try you wisdom. You know, wisdom's going to try you whether she can trust you and things of that nature, man. You know? All right. This is Sirach, chapter Sirach chapter 6, verse 18. My son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom to thine old age. Right, and the only way you're going to find wisdom is contained in this book, man. The profitable knowledge, all right? Not the wisdom of the world. The knowledge that the world offers you is just temporary, man. It's going to get you so far. But the wisdom, the knowledge of Yahawashi is going to go on, infinitely. You know, it's going to take you into like I said in Timothy's, it's godly exercise profiteth much. You know, bodily exercise profiteth little, and it's basically gonna guarantee you life on this side and the one to come, which is the kingdom, man. Because you exercised in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahawashi, you're toiling for her, right? So it says again, Sirach 6 and 18, my son, gather instruction from thy youth up, so shalt thou find wisdom to thine old age. Come unto her as one that ploweth and soweth, and wait for her good fruits. For thou shalt not toil much in laboring about her, but thou shalt eat of her fruits right soon. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her. She will lie upon him a mighty stone of trial, and he will cast her from her ere it be long. For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. You see? So she's going to try you, man. There's going to be a trying of your faith, man, when you come into Yahawashi, when you serve Yahawashi, man. These people out here that are going to these churches, they're not being tried. Ain't nobody doing nothing to them. They ain't going out to the highways and the byways and the elements and being faced with the adversity, the possibility of somebody trying to buck up. You know, one of these demonic forces that are out here that know that I'm out here to do the truth, to speak the truth against this wicked kingdom. They're in the comfort of their own home, man. You know, they're behind closed doors. You know, so-called worshiping God. You know, they ain't worshiping the God of the Bible. They're worshiping the sun god, man, the moon goddess. You know, Helios and Semiramis, or Aphrodite, Venus, whatever you want to call them, man. You know, Mary, and now they got Jesus, which is hell's Zeus, Jesus. You know, that's who they worship. That's who they pray to. They ain't praying to Yahawashi because Yahawashi said to come out to the highways and the byways and to show his people their transgressions, sounding the trumpet, man, using your mouthpiece, you know, and pushing his word, man, because his word is what, once his word reaches the four corners of the earth and seals up the elect, that's it. The green light is going to be released to all hell, you know. Then the end's going to come. Yahawashi is going to intervene and redeem his bride, which is the elect, man. Via chariots, that so-called UFOs, you people y'all act like y'all are so intrigued to, which really is going to be to y'all's destruction, man. But to the Akim, like I want to try to just stay on to that topic, man. Is like just be prepared, man. Don't be ashamed when it concerns thy soul. Don't act like the Lord ain't dealing with you whenever you're going through hell, man. All right, because it's part of following the Lord, man. I'm gonna go back to that one in Peter's because there was another one in the first verse, 1 Peter 4:1. For as much then as Yahawashi HaMashiach has suffered for us in the flesh, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind. For he that had suffered in the flesh has ceased from sin, that he no longer should live the rest of his time in the flesh to the lust of men, but to the will of the Most High. So it's to the will of the Most High that you have to prepare your mind mentally, all right, in order to inherit the kingdom of Yahawashi, man. All right, so it says, arm yourselves likewise with the same mind, because he suffered in the flesh, man. Well, the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ suffered in the flesh for his people, man. So we have to do the same thing. We have to prepare our same minds for the same thing, man. Presenting our body as a living sacrifice. You can't forget about those things, man. Like I said, everybody here in America, they want to be in their own comfort. They want to act like they're high and holy, but really they're not, man. They're hypocrites here in America, man. Romans 12:1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. So it's a reasonable service to prepare your minds as the mind of Yahawashi HaMashiach, and prepare yourself for temptation. Was not Yahawashi tempted, man? You know, was he not tempted in all measures as we were? Right. This is Hebrews chapter 4,
verse 14. Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed into the heavens, Yahawashi, the Son of the Most High, Yahweh, let us hold fast our profession. Right? Because why is it telling us that we have to hold it fast? You know? Because there's going to be things that are going to be actually trying to strip away that truth, that baton, that football. You know, like in football, they got that ball, and you reach that touchdown, that fit the 1 yard line. You pass that line, and you hit the touchdown. Without that ball, you don't score. So what is everybody else trying to do in the midst of that before you even reach that line? They're trying to strip away the football, man. You know. So that's why it says hold fast. We got to hold fast to this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, man. Having the whole body, the armor of Yahawashi Hamashiach, you know, on us, man. Everything has to be laced up, strapped down properly, you know, ready to go, man. Because something can actually strip it away from you, man. Take the spirit away from you. And that's not what you want to happen, man. Just like when King David went off, when he committed adultery, he prayed in Psalms 51, and that's what he said. He asked the Lord to take not that Holy Spirit away from me, man. You don't want that stripped away from you. You see? So it says, Hebrews 4:15, for we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, right? Because he's up in the spirit world now, man. There ain't nothing gonna fuck with him. There ain't nobody gonna harm him, touch him on him. You see? He went through it. He was the ultimate example. All right, the sacrificial lamb, you know, of Passover, man. You see? But it says, but was in all points tempted like we were, yet without sin. See? Yet without sin, man. Why? Because his goal was to please Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi with Yahweh, his father, man. All right? All right? Yahweh Abba Yahweh. All right? Yahweh Abba. Yo. You know, the father Yahweh, man. All right? So he was tempted as we were, man. So we're not greater than the master. You know? So we got to prepare our minds the same way. And it's going to get worse, you know? The hour of temptation is on its way, man, where it's going to completely compass the whole earth with the RFID chip, man. They're going to make it like all the brothers keep saying, they're going to make it mandatory at your nearest job, at every single checkpoint, that you had that chip, man. You know? The mark of the beast, that's what it is, man. That's part of that temptation, man. You know? We got to be sod with the preparation of the gospel of peace, man. You know? At least you're going to get caught out there slipping. You know? There's one, I think it's in Isaiah, maybe Jeremiah, where it talks about something like that. Let's see. Jeremiah 2:25. Withhold thy foot from being unshod, and thy throat from thirst. That's right. So withhold yourself from allowing that to happen, man. Continue to be drinking that water, man. The living waters, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi's word, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Withhold thy foot from being unshod, right? Don't let nothing take you off your path. Don't let nothing strip that truth away from you. Don't be unshod of the preparation of the gospel of peace, man. Retain that, you know, be fortified. Make your grip strong as hell, man. You know, all these dudes out here in the world, they like to work on their forearms, do little sets on building up their forearms to get a strong ass grip. Hey, that's the same thing in the spirit, man. You gotta grip that truth and let nothing take it out of you, man. It says, and thy throat from thirst, but thou saidest, right, this is what the wicked said, there is no hope, no, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go, you see. And that's what 2/3 are going to be destroyed for that, man. And the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed, their kings, their princes, and their priests, and their prophets, you know. So they're going to be that's something that they're going to be ashamed of, man. You know, like I read that one in Sirach, that there's two things to be ashamed of. One to be ashamed of, and the other one not to be ashamed of. You know, especially when it's a trying of your faith, and you conquer that, you overcome it. You know, and if you fail, you get back up. You repent, you get back up, and you continue to move forward, man. Because Yahweh Bashem Yahawashi is the one that's gonna have the last word, man. He's gonna have mercy on whom He's gonna have mercy, and at that, the elect are justified, man. You know, the elect are justified. But it doesn't mean that we can't, that we don't have to keep doing what is pleasing to Yahawashi. You know, Hebrews 4:16. Let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need. That's right. So brothers are out there that are struggling, man. Talk to a brother, man, because we've all been through certain things, man. We might, you know, like I said, we might be going through the same thing at the same down time, and then we can comfort one another, you know. This is 2 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. That's right. So we got to be sober, circumspect, observe the opportunity, you know, and beware of evil. Because in this land of America, the valley of shadow of death, that's what it's set up to do, man. This is the condition of the battle, is to fight and to suffer patiently, man. To go through that suffering, to conquer it, man, to overcome it through the spirit and power of Yahawashi, you know. So it says, and the devil, it says that because the adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour, right? And that devil, the spiritual Satan, he dwells in any individual that's out here, man, that's not covered by the spirit of Yahawashi, you know. So the spirits, the demonic spirits are roaming the earth, man, and they're seeking whom they may devour, man, as a roaring lion, man, you know, trying to devour the righteous, you know, so forth and so on, you know. So you got to continue to keep pushing forward, man, you know. So I got these two demons over here, Edomites, doing this shit right now over here on this side of the fucking, to the right of me over here, man, you know. Got these damn dogs out here, man. These Edomites too. It says 2 Peter 5:9, whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing whom resist steadfast in the faith, right? So you got to resist them steadfast in the faith, man. You got to be grounded, rooted, built up in the spirit of Yahawashi, you know. It says knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. You see. So all the afflictions, we all go through the same afflictions, man. You know, some brothers, like I said, some brothers going through it in a different time frame. We're not all going through the same thing all on the same day or the same time, you know. But it's going to be accomplished in all the Akim, man. We're all going to be touched. We're all going to be afflicted. You know, we're all going to be tried and tested, man. Not one of us is exempt from that. You know, like I said, the disciple's not greater than his master. You know, so we're going to have to go through it too. We're going to have to suffer it. It says, but the Most High of all grace, who had called us unto his eternal glory by Yahawashi HaMashiach, after that ye have suffered a while, you see, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, and settle you. And that can happen right now, you know, meaning that you're going to go through that test, that trial, but then he's going to give you a time of